The One Piece. TCG market is a stormy sea of gold, and right now, the waves are high. For the unobservant, it's chaos. But for the captain who knows where to look, it is an ocean of pure opportunity. The prices in this game rise with such ferocity that they leave gaps in the water, pockets of value that haven't yet caught up to the surging tide. If you are willing to look closer than the rest, you won't just be collecting cardboard, you'll be finding treasure that others walk right past. The primary driver of these opportunities is the sheer velocity of the One Piece TCG. When a card spikes, it rarely spikes everywhere at once. Information travels fast, but human reaction time and platform algorithms create a lag. This lag is your window of profit, though. While the masses are chasing the headline price, the savvy investor is looking for the markets that haven't updated their price tags yet. It is not about predicting the future. It is about reacting faster to the present than the platforms can manage. One of the most consistent arbitrage plays currently available is the disconnect between major platforms like TCGplayer.com and eBay. TCG Player is often the go-to for players and investors looking to buy bulk quantities quickly. When a buyout happens, it usually starts there. A wealthy investor or a panic-buying collective will sweep a specific card, clearing out all the low-priced listings in a matter of hours. When this happens, the market price on TCG Player skyrockets instantly because the cheap stock is gone. However, eBay is a different beast. It is a fragmented marketplace of individual listings that are harder to sweep in one go. You will often see a card trading for $50 on TCG Player after a buyout, while multiple Buy It Now listings on eBay are still sitting at $30 because those sellers haven't noticed the TCG Player spike yet. This presents a golden moment to snatch and grab. While the TCG Player crowd is fighting over the new high price, you can quietly navigate to eBay and sweep up the singles that are lagging behind. By the time the eBay sellers realize the card has popped, you have already secured your position at a 30 to 40% discount relative to the new market floor. You are essentially buying the past to sell in the future. Another massive area for arbitrage lies in the relationship between sealed booster boxes and raw singles. These two markets are tethered, but the rope is loose. Sometimes a specific set will become incredibly popular, and the price of the sealed box will double. However, the market for the individual cards inside that box often reacts slower. If the expected value, EV, of the singles is significantly lower than the box price, eventually the singles must rise to justify the box cost, or the box must fall. Conversely, we often see the singles pop, where a few key alternative art leaders or secret rares skyrocket in value due to meta-relevance, yet the sealed boxes from that set are still sitting at near retail prices. This is a blinking neon sign for an investor. If the sum of the parts is worth more than the whole, buy the whole. The sealed product will inevitably catch up as people realize the value of the cards inside. Perhaps the safest arbitrage play in the current market is the graded discrepancy. In a rapidly rising market, raw cards often jump in price first because players need them for decks immediately. You might see a raw manga rare or a high-end alt art jump from $400 to $600 in a week. However, graded cards, specifically PSA 10s, move slower because they are illiquid and targeted by collectors, not players. You will frequently find scenarios where the raw card has spiked to $600, but the PSA 10 version is sitting at $650 or $700. This is a math error by the market. A PSA 10 should historically command a significantly higher multiplier. If the raw price is breathing down the neck of the graded price, buy the graded copy immediately. The graded price will eventually correct upward to re-establish the gap. Executing these strategies requires more than just money. It requires a feel for the market's pulse. You cannot automate this entirely. You need to be the person who notices that a specific leader card is winning tournaments in Japan, knowing that the Western market will react in 2 weeks. It pays off in the long run because you begin to see the details, the volume drying up on one site, the slight tick up in sealed prices, that signal a coming wave. The final piece of advice is to avoid the shotgun approach. Do not blindly buy everything that looks like a deal. Instead, practice concentrated snipes. Identify the 1 or 2 cards or sets that are showing these arbitrage signals and go heavy on them. It is better to own 10 copies of a card you acquired at a 30% arbitrage discount than 50 random cards you bought at market price, hoping they would go up. For help finding these specific cards, consider joining our Hidden Gems subscription plan on tcjplayer.com, where we post weekly undervalued picks and key insights into the current state of the market.